Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome to today's session. I do hope that those who were able to register for the session are here today. Today is very exciting. Happy Monday. We have had a very lovely day where we have had lots of people who have been asking questions about how they're able to change things in their business, how they're able to get clients into their business, how they're able to up level and hit their revenue goals that they've set to achieve. They all started the year with everyone else in 2021 and like, yeah, they have the goals they want to achieve, and they don't seem to be very close to hitting those goals yet, right? The 10K months goals that they probably must have set to achieve, the 3K month goals they set to achieve, they've been struggling, and they're like, yes, they want to know how they're able to hit their revenue goals for 2021. And today I'm here to give you that information session you need on how you can change things in your business, right? Today is a day that you want to tell yourself yes. With the information that I'm going to get today, I'm opening up my heart to receive this, and I'm going to set my mind to making sure that I'm going to do the things that I need to do to hit my goals for 2021. Okay, for a business starting off, or if you've been in business for a very long time, you've probably heard about virtual assistants. You used to that word, but the word social selling, social sellers, you have no clue what they are. Probably you've heard about them before, but you have no clue about their ideal roles and responsibilities and how they're able to boost revenue for your business. Today, I will be sharing with you, who a social seller is, what they do, and how they can help your business. Okay, very quick one, just to let you know that I do have a client who was able to pay off her 35K debt. And yes, that's right. She was able to do this through the help of a social seller. But how was a social seller able to do this? That is what I'll be sharing with you today. So if you're listening to me right now, if you're watching this live, feel free to say hi in the comment section. I'll try as much as possible to use my phone to also see that you are responding there, so I can also communicate with you in real time. So if you have any questions at all, if you feel that you need to interrupt and ask me questions, feel free to do that. This is a session where you get your questions answered. So it's not literally you just listening to me and getting information, but also at the same time, it's a time for you to ask your questions, whatever questions that you've got. So please, guys, feel free to say hi. For those who aren't live right now but want to catch up on the replay, feel free to just mention hashtag replay in the comment section, and then when I see your comment, I'll know that yes, you watched the live and you're catching up on the replay. Okay, right, so right now I want to let you know what you need to do. First of all, I want for you to dream and imagine. I want you to imagine what your life will look like times from now, probably months down the line, right? Imagine yourself hitting those business goals that you said you wanted to hit. Imagine your life, what that would look like. What will change, right? How would you, what would make you smile? What would set your life at ease, right? I want you to paint that picture in your mind, right? But at the same time, I want you to journal that down. So you have your journal with you, where you're writing out in a few lines, probably in bullet points, what your life will look like from now. Would it be you being able to pay off your debt? Would that be you being able to pay off your mortgage if you've got mortgage like the way you're trying to pay off your house? Would it be you being able to send your kids to the best private school? Would it be you moving house, or changing house, or moving to a bigger city? And would it be you booking that vacation spot that you've been eyeing for years, and you're like, yes, I want to go ahead and book my flight and just go have a very nice vacation time? What would your life look like if you were able to hit your business goals? Okay, Have you written that down? Let me know, okay? Now, I want to tell you how my client was able to pay off her 35K debt, okay? She came from a place where she had her business going, but she wasn't able to pay her business goals. Her business wasn't in a great place, right? And she just came out from a divorce. She had 3 kids. She wasn't able to, support her business, her kids as well. And she wanted a life that was well-to-do, not just for herself, but for her kids. And she knew she had to do something about it. She knew she had to stand up for herself. She knew she had to do what she needed to do so her business could thrive, so her business could be self-sustaining. And so what she did was she came to us, right? And we said, right, if you want to, be able to hit your goals, you need to be able to not only have a virtual assistant who's supporting you right now, because obviously you're a mom of 3, you have kids to take care of, but also at the same time you have a business to run. And with a business to run, it's all about consistency. So what she did was she was able to, first of all, understand who our ideal clients are. So it was literally going back to the drawing board, see, right, let us identify who your ideal clients are, right? Again, you might think that you know who your clients are, but again, down the line, you need to also see how to update who your ideal clients are, because things change. Their avatar needs to be updated. The things that you may have liked past few months or years might likely change based on how life changes, how technology changes, how interesting groups might change, and you might want to probably upgrade, right? So you always want to consistently go back to the drawing board to look at your clients who you thought were your ideal clients, and see what you're striking out, what you're adding to it, to see that you're dating your ideal clients, because again, it's about understanding who your ideal clients are, right? And to do this, what she was able to do to understand this was she did this through not only doing her personal research, but she also had to incorporate a market research where she was able to invite those who she thought were her ideal clients, ask them a couple of questions just to know what they do, what they like, where they hang out, right? Asking these questions to understand more about them, their pain points, what you would like solved regarding their challenges, right? How soon you want that to be, understand in terms of price points what you're willing to spend. And these things helped her to form, to understand not only her niche, but also form that irresistible offer. Again, an irresistible offer is something that your ideal clients cannot resist. It's something that's too good to be true. The pricing is right, it's that sweet spot. The offer is great. The promise you're promising them is fantastic, right? But hey, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, right? Let us just, go back to the part where she was able to choose her profitable niche. Now, I know we've mentioned this last week. For those who weren't here, we explained how you can know the niche that you're in, if that's profitable or not, okay? If you want to go into any business, you need to know if the niche that you're going to focus on is profitable, if it's making money. And how to do that is, first of all, a couple of things. You want to ask yourself the question, with the niche I'm going into, right, are there competitors that are in the same niche, and are they doing well for themselves? You want to check online their financial reports annually to see how much revenue they're getting within this niche. If it's a very good amount that you're pleased with, then absolutely fine, that's great, right? But at the same time, you also still want to see that you're not just struggling with the competitors out there because you're not going to be found, right? You don't want to start competing with them. You want to be able to stand out. And to be able to stand out, it means that although you recognize that, right, this niche is profitable because we have competitors there that are doing really well, making lots of money, the people right there who have this need, right? I want to stand out. So what's that gap right there? What's that thing that is a need? It's something that my ideal clients need, my competitors are not providing that. They're literally looking away, and it's not being looked at. That is what you want to take on and provide. You want to add that to your service to make a difference. That you're like, yes, I know my other competitors do XYZ, right? But I do XYZ, and I also add an icing on a topping on the cake, right? That is what you want to do to stand out. So there's no competition at all. You're literally the only man standing within your niche. Okay, and that was what she was able to do, right? And from there, she was able to create that irresistible offer that literally made her stand out. And then she was able to hire a social seller. All right, she had a social seller to support her. And now you're asking who is a social seller. Before we talk about who a social seller is, let's talk about who a social buyer is. Flipping it the other way. Social buyers are literally everyone who goes online to look for a service that would, support them or would help them with whatever it is that they need in their lives, right? Or in their business. So everyone is a social buyer. If you go online on LinkedIn or on Google or on Instagram or on Facebook and you're typing keywords to search for maybe a business coach, or you're typing keywords to search for a virtual assistant, or they go on Google and they're searching for probably a graphic designer or a web designer, right? Or they're probably person, hey, I'm looking for a web designer. Does anyone know anyone to recommend? These are called social buyers. So everyone or anyone who goes online and is indirectly or directly requesting or searching for a service or product is a social buyer. Now, the flip side of a social buyer is a social seller. Sorry, because my words there. So a social seller does the opposite of a social buyer. So social buyers who, like I said, go out to search for a service. But social sellers go out to search for the social buyers who are looking for the products or services that you offer, right? So what they do is active social listening. They're literally going out and actively searching for who is actively looking for the service you provide. That is what they do, right? And you definitely want to see that you're able to get a social seller who understands their roles and responsibilities. Now, before I talk about their roles and responsibilities, I want to talk about the difference between who a virtual assistant is and who a social seller is. Okay. Now, with a virtual assistant, right, these are people who are looking forward to saving you time, right? Whether it's admin work, whether it's technical tasks to do, whether it's financial tasks like bookkeeping, these people have the skills to help you to save time, right? Whether it's social media management, they can help you with that, right? Now, for social sellers, these are people who help you with actively sending you leads that would say yes to your business, or sending you leads to fill your launch programs, sending you leads who would, see that you're able to consistently get revenue coming in whether it's on a daily basis or a weekly basis, right? And now, someone might probably ask the question, can't we pick one out of these two to use in my business? That's a very good question, right? Like, why do I need to invest in two different people? Right? Why can't a virtual assistant actually do the work of a social seller? Or probably why can't a social seller do the work of a virtual assistant, and then I just have one person who's really doing all these different responsibilities? Now, this is the reason why you will definitely want a virtual assistant and a social seller on your team, not one of each, right? But both of them. The reason is because with a virtual assistant who helps with all these things, right? They're literally giving you that peace of mind. They're literally ensuring that there's consistency and professionalism in the work you do and how you show up, right? Online to your sort of like ideal clients. And because of the amount of work they do, they are unable to make that time investment to do the work of the social seller. Now, let me tell you what the social seller does. What can they do for you? Very interesting question. What they can do for you is they are able to see that first, your social media presence is great and intact, that's fine. But at the same time, they are able to understand where your ideal clients hang out, right? So you don't have to do the work of that. They are the ones who to do their homework to find out where they hang out, right? Then they'll reach out to them. And they literally understand the steps on how to engage with your ideal clients so that they don't run away, right? But what I mean by that is they're able to engage with them, to build a rapport with them, to build some sort of trust with them, to build some sort of credibility with them, because they are representing your brand, right? And so they are literally nurture in several forms. They could nurture in posts, they could nurture in through on the client's timeline. They can nurture in the DMs, right? But they try to ensure that they are engaging consistently to ensure that they build rapport with them, but also at the same time connect with them to ensure that they also understand your brand, right? That is what they do. Now, this work is something that's done on a daily basis. It's something that most times our time is put into, because it's literally a time investment, right? And they can engage with as much as 25 to 50 people per day. And that could be shared across different platforms. It could be done on Instagram, it could be done on Facebook, it could be done on LinkedIn. They could probably spend 30 minutes on one platform and then move over to the next platform and then move over to the next platform, and probably try to share their times on different platforms. They're able to track whether it is that they keep in touch with, and they're able to have a database where they're filling information on the ideal clients that they have conversations with. Information could be probably on what they like, what they earn, what they do for a living, and the pain points they got, right? They're able to keep this database, and that helps you with sort of like the contents that you put out on your social media, or the contents you put out when you go live, that you understand and current audience and what they need, their needs are, what your goals are, and that helps you to tailor your content towards that, where you're speaking directly to your audience because you already know what they need, rather than guessing out of the blue. So these are the sort of things that could help you with that, right? At the same time, they also help to also gauge or qualify your ideal clients way before they even send them to your Facebook group, way before they even send them to book a call with you, right? Just because you want to ensure with the people you're sending to your Facebook group, you will rather want to have the right leads filling your Facebook group that you can talk to, and you can get easy conversions every time for your different programs, for your different services or different levels of services that you offer. They will always say yes because that's a need that they want, than you sending just random number of people who are going to into your Facebook group, but they're not the right leads for you. They can't afford your service. They don't even have the need that you probably have they don't have a problem that you have a solution for, right? They are unable to resonate with the results that you offer because it's not literally something for them, right? So again, like if you were on the live this afternoon, well, morning for you guys, you would hear that I said you rather want to have 100 hot leads on your Facebook group or your prospect group or your database than having 1,000 people who aren't your ideal clients who are clearly saying it, because it's literally a waste of time. You're wasting your time being live speaking to people who will not buy from you at all, right? So that is what you want to do. That's what a social seller can do for you, and that's what they did for her. And this is why every business needs a social seller. Every time you run your business, you always want to have a team that would constantly, on a daily basis, generate revenue for you in your business. If you're not doing that yourself, then you want someone who's doing that for you on a daily basis, on the go, right? Because again, if you are not generating revenue on a daily basis, then how do you expect to run your business or scale your business or provide yourself or your family the things that you need, right? How do you expect to live that dream life that we talked about earlier today on our session, right? So this is why every business needs a social seller, because you want someone in your team who's constantly generating revenue. That's literally written out in your roles and responsibilities. That's what they are paid to do. That is what they do, right? Now the question is, how are you able to consistently get a social seller, right? When you get a social seller, you want them to understand your your primary goals. Is your goal to fill your Facebook group? Is your goal to get them to book clients calls through where they're like, yeah, they want to consult calls? What's your goal, right? If you have no clue, social sellers who are experienced are able to map out something for you to show you sort of like a journey on how they're able to move your leads through some sort of funnel and until it hits the end goal. But you need to let them know what the end goal is, so that they can tailor their plan to that. That way, that would help them to consistently get new clients, because hey, they are helping to qualify them way before sending them to you. So if they are qualified, then what they're doing is literally not sending cold leads to you. They're not sending you hot leads. They're not sending you warm leads. They're sending you hot leads on a consistent basis, because who will clearly say yes? Because they tick all the boxes, right? That is what you want done, so that when you're jumping on calls with them, it's not literally about, hey, will they say no? Because then they ticked all the boxes and you just literally won't be in there to close. That is what you want. All right. We have a few client testimonials here where people talked about their experience on the team, how they were able to get social sellers, and they were pleased with the work that was done, how that changed their business and their lives. And this is the part where we are saying, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section, and I will be happy to answer your questions, right? Someone asked the question prior to now. Someone mentioned, how much does it cost to hire a social seller? Now it all varies, right? Some social sellers might probably give a fixed fee for probably a project or a package, right? And it might range anyway. It all depends. However, to let you know about my team of social sellers and how things work, it all depends. Again, what we do is give a fixed fee plus a commission base that's also added to it. So you get to have a fixed fee, which is obviously something that's low, because we know that people are starting off and they want to see results, and we promise results and we get the results, right? So what we do is we have a base fee, and then we have a small percentage before every person we send to you that converts and says yes. That way, because we do that sort of format of pricing, that shows that there's a guarantee that you are literally getting sent people who would say yes to your service or yes to your offering. Okay, so this is something that, if you have any more questions at all that you probably think up and you want someone to speak to you, like to speak to me, to see how having a social seller can work for you, can work for your business. If your business is sort of different, or you have a different business model and you want to see how incorporating a social seller on your team can help you to boost your revenue in your business, and I would like for you to book your call with me. I dropped the link in the caption section right there. If you can see that, questions are in there where you're able to, the link is in there where you're able to click on that, fill the qualifying form in there, right? And that will give you more information about you and your business way before the call. Okay, so you want to click on the caption there where the link is, and then you're clicking the link to schedule a call, where you're filling a form. But before scheduling the call, there is a form in there that will ask questions to qualify you to see if this is something fit for you, right? If you're in the best position to actually hire a social seller from our team. So that gets to qualify you, and then you get a response back from me or someone on my team to let you know if you're actually qualified to be able to gets a social seller on your team. All right, so that's literally it, and that is the end of today's information session. I do hope that you were able to gain a lot, and yes, I am open to your questions, so feel free to drop your questions there. Again, if you're watching the replay, feel free to mention #replay, and I'm looking forward to speaking to you tomorrow. So tomorrow, what will happen is it will be more of a sort of like more an extended information session anyway, where the questions that were asked will be answered. So feel free to drop your questions in here, and we're meeting the same time tomorrow, or if it's not same time tomorrow, there will be some sort of information I'll pass across to let you know the time tomorrow where the session will be for. Again, there'll be a replay that'll be emailed to you where you're able to watch this at your own time. Okay, and I'm looking forward to chatting with you tomorrow. Take care, guys, and have a good one. Bye.